Both the milk and the cereal that I'm eating were past their date. Neither are stale. Hello everyone, and to you, Open Faithful. This video is for you guys. This morning, I had a dream, and it was really unsettling because the dream wasn't necessarily something that made a lot of sense. Basically, I had a dream that you guys were kind of spiteful of what I was doing in the business, because I basically was just pitching all the time, and I'm trying to get people into the business so that I can make money. And it was brought to me the same way that Marvin's situation was brought to me. And I was like infuriated. I was completely upset and I was hurt because I was thinking to myself, wow, I mean, what a huge misunderstanding. The Open doesn't understand what I'm trying to do here. And although it was only a dream, I think it's a real fear that I have, or else it wouldn't have even been a dream at all. So basically, what I wanted to talk about this morning was exactly what happened in my dream, which was I shot a video because I couldn't possibly type out what I wanted to talk about. And basically, this is what I said, and it's definitely true. If anything, my vision has expanded. And the fact that this speech has come to me in a dream is interesting, in the fact that it came through the way it did, but still nonetheless, I think important to say. So basically, the big idea was that I was hurt because the reason why I'm doing everything that I'm doing, even if I seem detached from the Open, which was kind of one of the complaints, it was kind of because it is because I'm trying to create a lifestyle that has been inspired by the Open itself. A lifestyle where you don't necessarily have to not play games in your life because you have to support your family with a 9 to 5 and do all these other things, and you're not able to play games the way you want to with your friends like you used to. I think a lot of our parents tell us to grow up and get a job so that we can struggle and support our families for 40, 30, 20 years, and that's bullshit. I don't really think that anybody should have to give up something that they love in order to necessarily have the life that they think they should have, or necessarily that they have to support their family by not doing something that they love and not doing something that their career would necessarily call for, or anything of that sort. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, I mean, I really actually think that the Open is the main exact reason why I'm doing this whole thing. I mean, aside from my friends, of course they're my friends, and I want to spend time with them, and I want to be with them. That's kind of one big motivator, because that's the immediate payoff that I'll get. I can't really tell you how it would feel to have the Open be a successful website. So right now, that's kind of the biggest motivator, but the biggest reason is that I want to make the Online Play for Everyone Network my life. The reason for that is because I honestly think that what you guys have created, the culture that has been developed over the past 4 or 5 years, is something worth living for. And the reason why I kind of doing the things that I want to do is to actually create a lifestyle, not for me necessarily only, but for everyone who wants to be a gamer, to still make enough money to live, support their family, and do all those other things that we eventually are told to grow up and do, as if growing up is supposed to not involve some sort of form of fun, and then still be able to do those things, you know what I mean? I still want to be able to play video games when I'm supporting a whole family. I don't want to have to work a 9 to 5 or have to do something that's so time consuming that I barely have enough time for my family, let alone video games. That sucks. So I don't want that, and I know that nobody else here wants that either. And the big idea is that this is a very, very great opportunity to allow us to have the time and the money, not just to support gaming financially, but the trips to Otakon, the trips to the cons, the trips to the gaming conventions. All of that is super important because that's how you interact with each other in real life. If you can't do that, you can't really connect to people on a new level, you know? And I know that people in the Open have deeper relationships than just chatting and playing games together. So that's kind of why I was just like, well, why not create a lifestyle where I can not only just game and, you know, support the website, which I'm personally going to be doing, but support a lifestyle for gamers to be able to game and be able to go out to the conventions that they want to go to, and be able to go out to tournaments, and be able to go out and have fun in their own way, and meet up with people who are just like them, and still make a lot of money for it. Make more than doctors do playing video games, or going to sleep for that matter, then you could just having a 9 to 5 that doesn't allow you to do all this stuff. And the real big reason I'm doing this is because of you guys making such a commitment to this group. If there's one thing I've always had a problem with, it's commitment. I'm a high school dropout. I didn't want to commit to that. There's good reasons why I didn't want to commit to that, but I didn't want to commit to that. I don't even like committing to people. Not all that often will you see me talking to somebody or doing something long term with a certain person unless they're really close. And if there's anything that I'd rather be doing any time of the day, is either being with my friends, be with my father, or being with you guys in the open. But when I have to focus on something, the fact that I'm working really hard to create this lifestyle, to create this website, to create this thing that can change the world, that I believe in, can be super successful, and not only making it easier for people to connect and play video games, but at the same time provide something that can allow them the time to do it at the same time. I'm trying to usher in a whole new era of gaming, where entrepreneurship isn't just for the bigwig marketing tech geeks out there who can't stop thinking about using computers or internet to make money. It can be about that, and it can be about people who just want to go out and go to conventions, which is difficult to do considering you have to call out of work in order to do it if you have a job, and save money at the same time. But if you're an online entrepreneur or a home business owner, you can easily go to the cons, not having to worry about calling out from work or losing your job because you're going to a convention every month or so, and then still having enough money to go there and actually do something that you want to do, like buy maybe a samurai sword or a nice shirt from one of your favorite, online personalities or what have you. And I think that that's so important because it's something that can really change the gaming community. If more people did that, there'd be so much more gaming in general. So not only does the Online Play for Everyone network stand for an easy way to connect to people who you may not necessarily know in real life or have close to you, play the games that you love and enjoy, but then there's the matter of being able to create the time and money to do it at the same time so that you can make something like the Open your life. Is that really so much to, want? Is that really a bad thing? I don't think so. I think that if I make the website successful and carry out what I want to do, there will be millions of people utilizing it. And I mean that because that's the vision. My vision is so that millions of people can easily connect and play games with each other in order to just have fun, but not have to be our age, still kind of living under someone else's roof or necessarily having somebody else take care of us to do that. If you want to support your family, if you're older and you have responsibilities, well then free those things up, jump into an opportunity like the one that I've been working on, which I do want to make a blog for and put into the link below, so I will have one, and it most likely is under there, so check it out. And then you can easily live that lifestyle for as long as you want. You don't have to grow up in order to create a lifestyle for yourself that is supporting your family or your household or your bills or your whatever, and then not be able to do the things that you want to do. That's just kind of what I'm getting at here. And I really think that if I were to say, hey guys, I need you to donate $25 to the Online Play for Everyone network so that we can get a kickstart for the servers, and then be able to donate that every single month so we can keep the servers running, I think that everybody would do that. And that's kind of what the dream was just kind of going about. It was just like, if you guys were directly supporting the Open, I think you guys would. But because of this indirect method I'm using to kind of kickstart the entire thing, everybody seems to be looking at it the wrong way. And again, that was just a dream. It didn't actually happen. But when I woke up this morning, I still felt that pain. I still felt that hurt, that heartache, that nobody really understands what it is I'm trying to do. And whether they do or not, I don't really care. You guys don't have to help me. I'm not doing this to get you guys in, but I'm saying that if you do believe in that vision of mine, then yeah, I would really appreciate it if you guys jumped in with me and just worked it out. And it doesn't take that much time out of your day. I personally am just working hard on it because that's my vision. I want that to happen this year. Alright? I don't want to wait because it's a need right now. And I think a lot of people need to get their eyes open, and that they don't necessarily have to give up gaming and conventions in order to live an adult life. Because not everybody's going to be 17, 13, 15 years old. And it's not everybody's going to be our age and just kind of chilling out and not knowing what to do with themselves, or not everybody's going to be necessarily older and needing to do that or able to do that. But at the same time, I think it should be an option for anybody to not have to make gaming their career in order to game while still living their life as an adult. And so that's just kind of the first video I wanted to shoot on that. And I really hope that nobody takes this the wrong way. I really hope that this doesn't necessarily compel you guys to, to question why I'm, doing this in a way. But I do want to make sure that everybody's clear on the fact that, yeah, everything I'm posting on Facebook and everything I've been doing in my absence has been because I've been focusing on making that dream a reality. I want to make it to Otakon with at least $10,000, so that even if you guys just don't necessarily see it working, which I'm not assuming, I can at least prove it to you guys and show you what it's like to have that sort of a lifestyle. If I can create that lifestyle for myself, I know that other people will want to model it, because I'm not the only one out here who thinks that gaming isn't something they have to give up in order to live an adult life. That's just kind of how my vision expanded this morning, because I didn't realize that that's kind of what I was working at. But at the same time, if I'm an adult and I don't necessarily want to have to go off and spend more time trying to make my life, easy to live, or make my life stable by giving up video games, then everybody who agrees should probably be trying to figure out what it is I'm up to. And I don't know if everybody feels that way, but I personally think that if you're really trying to go out there and make it in the world, that with all the time you're going to be putting into everything else realistically, anytime you're spending gaming is probably going to take away from your ability to be successful, unless that is your career. And so even if it is going to be your career, I personally think that it shouldn't be something that you have to give up. So that's my message to you guys, and I'll probably shoot another video to explain or clarify. If you guys have questions or concerns or what have you, please let me know in the comments below. Please tell me what it is you guys think about me doing this business, because the fact that I had that dream means that I'm 100% concerned about how you guys think, and that's not something in my normal character. I want to never care about what other people think, no matter what. But in this case, because I'm working so hard towards a group that doesn't quite seem to be engaged in what I'm doing, I'm really starting to have some worries that are manifesting themselves in the dreams, and that's not a good thing. So I figured I'd just tell you guys that and get that off my chest, and hopefully you guys can honestly respond. I'm going to post this in the open Facebook group, and I would really love to know your guys' opinion on what I just told you. So thank you very much for hearing me out, and I really hope that you guys just keep on doing what you do, because it's amazing. I really think that it's an incredible thing, and again, I'm going to make this my life. It's going to be my career. The Online Play For Everyone Network, that's going to be what I'm all about. I'm also going to be about video game music, but that's going to be secondary, I promise, because I don't think that that's going to be any more important than what I'm having to do for this new era of gaming. Alright guys, well, thank you for watching this video, and I really appreciate you hearing me out. And anybody who has no idea what I'm talking about, well, hopefully you agree with my vision as well. Alright, thank you again, and have a good one.